Welcome back, folks. Let's replay Discworld, and when last we left off, we've been tasked by the Arch-Chancellor with getting items that he'll need to make a dragon-detecting radar thingamy. Those items are a magical stick, an imp, a metal coil, a metal container, and some dragon's breath. You'd think that the final one, the dragon's breath, would be the most dangerous thing to get, but this game has no death, at least that I know of. Maybe there's a super secret hidden death that can occur, but I do doubt that. And so, you're never in any real peril, even if it looks like you're in severe peril. That of course doesn't make the peril any less real for Rincewind, but we at least know that we're going to be safe. The Dragon's Breath is actually not the most difficult item here to get, as you'll eventually see. But never mind that, we're currently in the market square, and we're about to make a terrible mistake, because we're going to talk to Cut Me Own Throat Dibbler.
I'm sure I've seen him round the place before. I wonder if he was the one who tried to sell me shares in that left-handed shoelace factory.
If someone has tried to sell you anything that's absolutely terrible and useless in ankh-morpork, chances are Cut Me Own Throat Dibbler was the one doing the selling. Well, let's get this over with, shall we? What are you trying to sell today?
Dragon detector, sir.
What? But we're trying to... I have several questions and I'm going to regret asking all of them, aren't I?
Hey, what?
Can I interest you in a dragon detector, sir? I'll only charge you cost price, a single shilling. I'm cutting my own throat.
A dragon detector? How does it work?
Easy as pie, sir. This rod has a piece of wood tied to the end. When you get close to a dragon, the wood turns to ash.
How close?
Very well. You caught me there, Governor. A slight design flaw. Tell you what, I'll halve the price. 2 shillings and it's yours. I'm cutting my own throat.
First things first, it was originally 1 shilling, Dibbler. Now it's 2. You can't fool me. Secondly, this is how Cut Me Own Throat Dibbler gets you. These things technically work, but functionally they're completely useless.
Oh no, let me guess. The lovable street merchant.
Cut me own throat, Dibbler, at your service, sir. Care to buy a dragon breath proof vest, sir?
Is it guaranteed?
It's never been destroyed by dragon's breath yet, sir.
Not necessarily a strong recommendation though, is it? I mean, it's never been engulfed by lava or trampled by penguins either.
There you are, sir. 3 guarantees for the price of 1.
No, thank you.
Well, how's about dragon pinwheels, sir? Cloisonne pins, flags, or we have dragon repellent. Only 1 shilling gets you a bottle. Tell you what, sir, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm cutting my own throat. Money back guarantee. You get your full cash back if, in fact, the dragon eats you. Personal application only, of course.
Not today, thank you. Not tomorrow either.
And probably not ever. Actually, probably very soon, because we're going to be buying one of those dragon detectors. Not to actually detect the dragon with, though. It's going to be used for something else.
What's that smell? It's like roasting loincloths.
Sausage in a bun, sir. Wholesome and nutritious. I'll tell you what, I'll sell 3 for the price of 1. A single penny. I'm cutting my own throat.
Ah, thank you.
If there's one thing you never want to buy from Dibbler, it's food. Trust me, never, ever, ever buy food from Dibbler.
Care to buy?
No.
But you never even heard my pitch.
I thought I'd save time.
We can go back and try it from the top if you'd like, sir.
Let's not.
Well, excuse me, I think there's someone calling me.
And let's do something absolutely stupid. Also, you can move these windows. Let's buy one of these things.
That doesn't work.
Single click?
That doesn't...
I thought we needed to buy one of those.
I'll hang on to this myself.
Ooh, different voice line there, so inadvertently we did stumble across something. I thought we needed one of those. Well, my folly. Let's now look at this shingle.
The art of signposting is apparently long, long dead.
Oh dear. Well, that bodes well for what's in here. Let's go in.
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
Okay.
This word you cannot stand. Tell me how it makes you feel. Yes. Yes, I see. A case of latent aggression, no doubt. Now, I want you to relax and tell me about your innermost feelings. When I say the word in question. Ooh, that's it. Now, here we go. Monkey.
That was not a smart thing to do. Speaking of not smart things to do, we're currently waiting to see that person. We're not going to be seeing that person. Not yet, anyway. There are things we can do here, and there is something that we really, really want. That butterfly net.
Just tools of the trade, I suppose.
Unfortunately, where we're sat, we can't reach it.
No, I can't seem to do that.
We can, however, reach this pile of magazines that we're going to be looking at. This is almost as foolish a mistake as talking to Cut Me Own Throat Dibbler. Or me thinking that I can buy something from Cut Me Own Throat Dibbler right now. Really thought I could.
Vague, Trolls Weekly, Hovel Beautiful, Popular Siege Engineering. I hate waiting room magazines.
Hey, I'd probably flick through the final one. Well, that was a mistake. Now let's look at this diploma. Is it as good as the one we have?
Diploma, Honours Pass, Cut Me Own Throat, Dibbler's Correspondence Schools, Psychiatric, Grade 1. Well, at least local mental health is in good hands.
That's a slightly better diploma than the one we have. There is one we can talk to. This troll here.
Yes, probably as good a place for him as any.
You'll see why talking to him right now is a little difficult, though.
Yibble, egg.
I'm sorry?
The eyes, the awful knowing eyes.
What's happened to you?
I couldn't take it. Thumping, not thumping, my brain's gone potty. Get them off me. They're all green.
Now, this gentleman here is a troll. And something you need to know about trolls is that the temperature of their head determines how smart they are at any one time. General rule, if a troll is cooler, they're smarter. Right now, this troll's head is overheating, and so he is very, very dumb.
Excuse me, I seem to be in the wrong conversation.
Willow.
Yes, look, let's not pursue that, shall we?
It's very delicate, you know.
How do you change voices like that?
Change it like what?
You did it just then.
It's called bucketing.
Channeling?
No, bucketing. It's like channeling, only it doesn't drain away afterwards. It all just sort of sloshes around in there and dribbles out at random.
The winter evenings must just fly by.
They probably do. Let's make another terrible decision and carry on this conversation.
You wouldn't be a loony by any chance, would you?
My dear sir, I'm shocked, nay, hurt at the insinuation.
Eh?
I am a victim of circumstance, nothing more.
That and the fact that he's barking mad.
Now, look, the young, the dark, the crab-wise.
Oh, no.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of ankh-morpork.
There are glimmers of intelligence in the dialogue we're having right now, but you couldn't put those glimmers together to actually make a full sentence.
Who, me?
Remove stains while it disinfects, makes whites brighter than bright.
Look, I'm afraid I can't handle this right now.
Millennium hand and shrimp.
If you'll excuse me, I believe I'm needed somewhere else.
Now, the Millennium Hand and Shrimp line is quite an infamous one in this game because it was made by feeding into a random word generator website names of a band's albums and a takeaway restaurant menu. I don't know exactly which band or what kind of menu, but that was one of the results, and they went with it. It definitely works.
Oh, now let me guess. You're a patient here, aren't you?
Oh no, I'm just here for background colour. Here, chuk 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 chuk. Dark they were, and golden their eyes. The bells, the bells.
Ah, jolly good. Carry on.
Well, this was a great conversation.
This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Yes, indeed. Also, we can't go anywhere apart from leave or be in this chair.
Why is it everyone in this city has a decent desk but me?
Because you don't have a desk?
That's possibly the most heinous woman I've ever seen in my life. Stunning how they managed to find these people.
Let's try and have a conversation.
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
Well, looks like we're not doing any talking with you. There's this lady.
Now, why is she dressed as a milkmaid?
Maybe she's a milkmaid?
No, I can't seem to do that.
We can't talk to her right now, though, so let's just leave. This place was a silly idea going to anyway. And now let's go back in. Aha!
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
The middle seat is now available, and I think that is because we spoke with the troll. Now we can get the butterfly net. This is a very important item. In fact, you could say this, like many of the other items we've accumulated, are plot critical. Now let's talk to you.
Are you him?
Pardon? What?
No, you couldn't be. He would know who he was.
I suppose I should come to expect this kind of thing in my life.
So who are you then?
The mighty wizard, Rincewind.
Oh, is that all? Well, I'm sure he wasn't a wizard. I think I remember him smelling of fish.
Look, who do you want to meet?
Him, my beloved, my long-lost paramour. He's been missing ever since I was a child.
God, give me patience.
Well, it's all very traumatic, I think. They said I really ought to find myself a trauma, then go and see the psychiatrist. Everybody's doing it.
I can imagine.
So you're here for a bad memory, then?
No, why'd you ask?
Well, that's a dunce's cap you're wearing, isn't it? You look like a pencil.
This is a wizard's hat. A garment of great austerity and history.
Oh, it must be ever so good for storing things.
I don't want to talk about it. The uniform is not negotiable.
Fine.
What's this about a beloved of yours? True love, is it?
I last saw my true love in the Ramtop Mountains. It was a sign, you see. A sign that my life was to be spent in alpine pursuits. That's why I became a milkmaid.
Really? How fascinating.
I learned to yodel too.
Oh, dear.
Well, we're not going to be able to have a conversation where we have different dialogue choices, but we did learn something, and I'm sure that will be important later.
This goes up to the office, I presume.
Can we try go to it? No.
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
We cannot. So, let's go to the door, because we can. And then let's leave. Eventually. After we've messed around with the door some more. Right, there is an item for us to get. And it's in a place you don't want to get it. And NPCs there that we can talk to. But for now, a tomato.
It's a tomato. Rotten to the core.
That it is, and why?
Rotten produce. Well, there's something to be said for truth in advertising.
I mean, they're not wrong. Let's take that tomato. It's ours now, and it looks terrible.
Yeah. I think there's things living in it.
I think there are. Also, while we're here, notice that mouse, and let's go to here. There's a thing here. The Dunny King.
Dashing Dan, the effluent king. I thought all kings were affluent. Gad, it's a... What is that thing?
No idea.
Nope, I can't shift it.
Oh, hello. How are you?
An effluent redistribution technician.
Let's talk to him. Ooh, he's got a shiny gold tooth.
Good day.
Can I interest you in a free sample, sir?
Not on your Nelly.
Yeah, I think I know what that sample's going to be. Also, those poor birds.
Lovely. Let me guess. You are a traditional...
Sorter and remover of human affluent, sir. I offer drainage with distinction. My school teacher said I'd never make anything of myself in life, and just look at me now. Got to the top by starting at the bottom.
And people certainly stand aside when you pass by.
I imagine so, mainly because of the smell.
What's that smell?
That's the honey pot, sir.
Honey pots? That doesn't smell like honey.
Well, actually, that's a metaphor, sir.
What's a metaphor?
Well, in this case, sir, It's for covering up some unpleasant aspects of life what don't normally make for polite conversation. For instance, if I say, "Here, sir, may I interest your son in an apprenticeship as a collector of honey buckets?" you might stop and listen. Whereas, if I asked you if you minded if your son helped me with collecting crap...
Yeah, well, quite. So, you're a sewerage collection man, is that it?
Well, we in the industry prefer the term...
Effluent redistribution technician. Quite. Look, all joking apart, what in Offler's name is this thing?
That, sir, that is your actual patented sewerage purification plant. Self-powered elastic belt propulsion. This thing heralds in a whole new age, sir.
The mind truly boggles. So, it purifies sewerage, does it?
That's right, sir.
Meaning it takes raw sewerage and then produces...
Well, pure sewerage, sir. The essence, as it were.
I see. Jolly good. I suppose I'll just leave you to it.
Always here whenever you need me, sir.
Right you are, then.
That he will be, and we're definitely going to be talking to him quite a bit later. A tooth might be important.
Should you really be doing this here?
That's just the sort of attitude I've come to expect from your kind. You'll see, one day you'll all laugh on the other side of your faces.
Look, I didn't mean anything.
No, fine. Obviously you object to my profession. I'm used to it, sir. Wish I could say it didn't hurt.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I mean, I've always looked forward to a visit from the friendly neighbourhood...
Effluent redistribution technician, sir.
Effluent redistribution technician. Anyway, I always left out little presents. Glass of milk, black cookies, that sort of thing.
You did, sir?
Nah, not really. Still, it gave you a warm all-over glow for a minute, though. Didn't it?
You're right there. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
I think we're done here.
Don't get horribly burned to death by any monsters or anything.
That's quite a statement to end a conversation on. And they get to rest.
Poultry power? That doesn't work.
Can't do anything with that. And we have the spigot.
Ick!
And now you've learnt what a spigot is.
That doesn't work.
Let's leave before you turn that back on. Oh, you've turned it back on. Let's, get out of here. There's somebody else you want to talk to. And that's you. The urchin. And this is the meeting hall, eh?
Ah, background colour. Gad, but there's no expense spared in this place.
I know.
Care to buy a money pouch, sir? Very good, Nick. Cost you 1 shilling.
No, I already have a money pouch, thank you.
Are you sure?
Stolen! The damn thing's been stolen!
Good thing I was at hand with a replacement then, innit, sir?
Wait a minute. This looks exactly like my money pouch.
You see, sir? You'll hardly even know your old pouch has gone. That's service for you.
Now look. Did you just steal this?
Don't look at me, sir. I'm just a lovable street urchin, I am.
Urchin?
Yeah, you know, one of them hard things that lives on seaside rocks. The ones that end in points.
It's a starfish, isn't it?
Is it? All right, sir. I'm a lovable street starfish, then.
Sounds a bit fishy to me.
I'm just keen to get you to shell out, Gov. Like a second pouch, sir, just as a reserve, so to speak, in case the worst should happen.
Look, if it's not too much to ask, how did you do that?
What? Give away a trade secret?
Tell me how you do it, or I'll turn your spleen into a tank of sea monkeys.
That was smart.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Oh, well, when you put it that way, Gov, look, it's easy. Just practice on those old guys over there and get your hand in.
Well, this is a terrible idea. Let's do it. Oops. Ow. Yay! We got bloomers.
Small bloomers. About my size, actually. Sort of soft and silky. What a strangely liberating thought.
I'm sure we'll use them for something. Disclaimer, we might not use them for anything. Though, if we now check our inventory, we have
Handy if I want to pick a pocket or two.
Indeed! Can we pick your pocket? We probably shouldn't.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, let's not say we didn't. We really... Also...
Damn. They won't let me do it.
Yep, the game won't let you put a skill in the luggage's inventory. For the skills are intrinsically ours. If we had a skill that was intrinsically the luggage's that was actually displayed as an inventory item, we could put that there. Now we can have a conversation with you. So let's.
You don't act like a simple street urchin.
Starfish.
More like a shark, I think.
I've done me apprenticeship, sir. I've got me chit. Look, I challenge you to find a single bit of clean skin on me.
So why aren't you more cheerful then? Shouldn't you be out scrumping apples or stealing sticks from blind old men?
Well, normally I would, sir. It's just that I'm a little bit off my feed.
Well, it's not good enough. You may go. Just make sure you stay filthy, and I want you to be irrepressible by lunchtime.
I'm sure they will be.
Look, shouldn't you be in school or something?
Nah, if you do that, you get your head stuffed with facts. One kid's head exploded doing that.
Oh, rubbish.
It's true.
Really?
Well, no, but there's no point being a lovable stereotype without the appropriate superstitions, now is there?
You make a good point.
Is it a good life being a street urchin?
Starfish, sir?
All right. What's it like being a street starfish?
Well, it has its moments, sir.
Such as?
Well, none really. I only do it because the Chimney Sweep Guild's closed its doors. I mean, it's not even as if I have a real social role. All I do is stand round providing background colour, getting me cheeks pinched, and gathering all sorts of clandestine information. The sort that wandering adventurers eventually find useful. Not much of a life at all, really.
I think that final one may be quite useful. I'd say we haven't seen many adventurers around these days. I mean, there are the adventurers over to the left, but they're a bit past their prime.
Don't stand there. Go and get downwind of me.
And so, we are done with this conversation.
Right, well, don't be a stranger. Cheers.
And now, the urchin has had their descriptive tag changed to Lovable Street Starfish, which is one of the many reasons why I love this game, because of things like that. And so, when we come back, folks, we are still not done with the market square. We have this Amazon warrior to talk to, and somebody else to speak to, and some important items to get. Well, when I say some important items, I mean one important item and one item that may not actually ever be important again, but you'll see when we get them. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.